Welcome to the Connecticut State Police Canine Unit. I'd like to take an opportunity to welcome all the guests to the graduation of 234th Training Troop for Electronic Storage Device Detection. Today marks the end of 12 weeks of training for these teams and the beginning of their careers as electronic storage and detection device canine handlers. We thank you for sharing this day with these teams and coming out to support them. With that being said, I'd like to introduce you to the graduates of the class as well as their canine partners. Detective Jessica Janest and Canine Georgie from the Connecticut State Police. Sergeant Jamie Sitko and Canine Quaid from NYPD Counterterrorism. Officer Andrew Nader and Canine Robbie from NYPD Counterterrorism. Jason Massey and Canine Sadie, Connecticut Department of Corrections.
We're so
Officer Jeffrey Wilson, NYPD Counterterrorism. Officer Mark McNair, Canine Vivian, Correctional Services Canada.
Can I stop doing this? She's the one that's the problem.
Officer Mark Boisler, Canine Poppy, Correctional Service of Canada. All right, please welcome the members of the 234th Electronic Storage Device Protection class. Okay, please note that after the ceremony, you guys will have plenty of opportunity to interact with the dogs and the teams, discuss them, meet them, pet the dogs. In addition, we'll also have an opportunity set up for you downstairs in our training area, and you can watch some of the dogs actually work. Okay, at this time though, we're going to secure the dogs and proceed with the ceremony, and they'll be back in at the end. All right, yes. Several months. Without it, they would not be standing where they are today. You're an integral part of their success, and for that we thank you. A lot of families too. We've had agencies here from out of state and outside of the country. It requires a pretty significant commitment and sacrifice from their families to have them away from them for 6 weeks at a time to attend this training and certification class. And we'd just like to acknowledge that sacrifice that those families have made for this. January 9th of this year, each of these canines began their initial imprint phase of the class. During this time, TFC Group and I introduced target odors to the canines and taught them basic behaviors associated with locating those target odors for this particular discipline. On February 20th, the handlers reported to us and took over the reins, continuing to train these dogs as they each hone their own personal handling skills. It's important to note that while TFC Group and I laid the basic foundation for these canine success, these teams stand before you today because of all the hard work and dedication of each individual handler that you see seated before you today. Their dedication to one another as classmates is notable as well. As a training staff, we would like to thank the handlers for their commitment to your partners and your attentiveness to the training you've received over the past 6 weeks. Great job, phenomenal effort by everybody. We thank you for your hard work, your patience, your focus, and most of all, your dedication to your team, and to this unit, and to the capability which you're bringing back to your agencies. All right. And once again, too, just to reinforce our acknowledgement to Guiding Eyes for the Blind, the puppy raisers, Guiding Eyes for the Blind, the puppy raisers, as well as the Hometown Foundation are some of the supporters that contribute to make this class possible. Puppy raisers volunteer their time to raise these dogs from a very young age. Guiding Eyes for the Blind breeds and trains these dogs, initially intended for use as seeing eye dogs, and some of those dogs have qualities that are not well suited to be seeing eye dogs, but better suited for this career. And we're happy that we're fortunate enough to give them an opportunity to have this career when it doesn't work out in the other career. And to the Hometown Foundation, we'd like to thank them too for supporting these dogs and these teams as well. They provide donations that help support the purchase and procurement of these dogs to perform these vital capabilities for our communities. To the graduates of the 234th Electronic Storage Device Detection class, we welcome you to the Connecticut State Police K-9 Unit and look forward to working with you for years to come. As all handlers will tell you, you have only scratched the surface of what it takes to be a successful team. Your hard work has only begun. With that being said, the hard work and dedication invested in your team will be one of the most rewarding aspects of your career. Please note the Connecticut State Police K-9 training staff is dedicated to supporting you as you become successful detection handlers throughout your careers. Thank you again for your hard work and dedication, and congratulations on your graduation today. I'd like to touch base a little bit on some of the history of the K-9 training unit here too. We'll go through some notable events over the time. This unit was actually founded in 1934. It's one of the oldest K-9 units in the country. In 1986, the Connecticut State Police K-9 Training Unit actually trained the world's first accelerant detection K-9 here today at this facility. In 2012, this unit actually trained the world's first electronic storage detection device K-9 handlers. So those dogs started here as well. First explosive detection K-9 in New England, first narcotic detection K-9 in New England as well. First human remains detection K-9 was in 1976 here in New England. We train about 200 K-9 teams holding about 250 certifications annually. So it's a large program. We also operate approximately 12 training programs now. To give you guys a point of comparison, US CBP, Customs and Border Protection, they're the largest K-9 training program in the country nationwide. They have 1,000 teams, and I believe they only run 3 or 4 programs. We're operating 12 programs with 250 certifications and 200 teams here, so it is a large program. Some notable agencies that we've assisted and partnered with and worked with throughout the years include the United States State Department on the Anti-Terrorism Assistance Program, providing training to the government of Chile, Egypt, Cyprus, Greece. We've deployed explosive detection K-9 teams to Lithuania to protect the Pope on behalf of the State Department. In 1993, our K-9 teams responded to the first World Trade Center bombing in New York City, and on 9/11 again, our K-9 teams deployed to Ground Zero search and rescue efforts in New York City as well. In 2014, I believe it was, we activated and deployed teams in response to the Boston Marathon bombing. In 2014, I apologize, we deployed multiple K-9 teams to the Pocono Mountains in Camden, Pennsylvania to assist the FBI in a 40-plus day manhunt for an FBI top 10 fugitive who had shot several troopers there with sniper rifles and killed them. So this unit does operate outside the state of Connecticut. There's a lot of organizations that we assist with training and with operational resources. Again, the U.S. Department of State, Department of Homeland Security, the FBI.
He remembers when he was a baby. He remembers.
Hello, you.
He wants your hat. He remembers. Oh.
Mommy, hold my jacket.
Put on the chair.
So cute.
There we go, Mr. Barkley.
You remember.
Hey, Quaid, you're doing really well, aren't you? You're doing really well.
Tiger, stay here. Right here.
Joshua, get out of my way.
Over here.
Just watch.
He starts with a H-U-G-H.
Okay, so just leaving the graduation ceremony. It was pretty cool actually. I've got some videos and some photographs, but it was really nice to see Quaid again, see how he's progressed. I did some demonstrations of what he'd be doing, and met the family handler and the family that he's living with, all very nice people, and he seems to really be enjoying himself there. There were 7 dogs graduated today. It was nice to, the handlers were presented with their certificates and pins and plaques, and they give the speeches and so on. It was just a nice ceremony. Then we had a chance to have a sort of meet and greet with the handlers, see the dogs, and then see them in action with some demonstration of the skills and so on that they've learned. So it was all very, very nice, and it was well worth coming up to, and hopefully we'll be able to see Quaid again, stay in touch a little bit, and see how he progresses. But he was enjoying himself, loves being the centre of attention, of course, as always, and it was just nice to see him starting to put into practice some of the skills he's learned. So really, really good, really enjoyed it.